Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a review over the El Cozumelino Resort here located in beautiful Cozumel. It's an island right off of Mexico. I'm going to give you a couple of quick tips when traveling to Cozumel at the same time. So the first thing you're going to notice is when the taxi brings you to El Cozumelino is you're going to see this wall. Behind this wall is the tennis courts. Now, if you have been to El Cozumelino in the last few years, I'm going to tell you this year they have done so many different upgrades. You really need to get back. Big improvements. So here's Frederick. He's been here 31 years. You've been here 31 years?
37 years.
37 years.
Hola.
All right, about time for retirement. So he's great. He's here to always meet you. So as you walk in the foyer, you will see the check-ins. So this is Marta and that's Santiago. They will be taking care of you. This is for the YouTube. And you also have the concierge here, different excursions and tours. You have your photography there. Everything is located. You'll see on this wall, there's a map that tells you everything about the resort. Let's see, you can get taxis there or you can just go out to the front. So this is the actual main foyer. And one thing about El Cozumelino, they're always having the Ironman competitions. They're sponsoring a lot of them. This is the first bar as you walk in. Coffee bar, they have some Danishes, water, juices, things like that. So we're still in the lobby. One good thing I like is that they actually have a scale in case you think you're going over. You can always weigh your bags. So this is the, hola, ¿cómo estás? This is the gift shop. This gift shop is really good. They've stepped it up. I don't know if you guys have been here in the last few years, but a lot of new merch, even some of the merch that is hard to find in downtown, because I think they're having these shirts. A lot of these shirts they are having made just for them. So you can actually come down here and get some refreshments, even though it isn't all-inclusive. If you want some different snacks or things like that. So let's talk about the upgrades. Okay, so the rooms, I noticed, the rooms have all been painted, at least the ones we have been in. You can see how the pools have also been painted. So you walk out here. Let's start from the right and go to the left. It's another beautiful day in El Cozumelino. It rained yesterday, so it's going to be pretty humid. So I'm going to try to make this really, really quick, just for the simple fact that I know the humidity is going to play a part in the lens. So as you can see, beautiful clear waters. Here's the hot tub that's been broke for about 5 years. At least it's full of water. But yeah, that's probably the only thing is this jacuzzi hasn't worked in forever. So they do have putt-putt, which is really nice. They do have the beach. And as you can see, it is beautiful. Plenty of lawn chairs. There's a lot of resorts where people will put a book or something in the lawn chairs, but you really don't need that. There's plenty here. I'm not going to bother any of these people, but there's the pier. And as you go out to the pier, you will see all different kind of fish. Let's see. I got here anyway. I want to show you how clear the water is here at El Cozumelino. So there are fish, and out here by the pier, it can get about 30 feet deep right around here. And you can see all the way to the bottom of the floor. You can see the fish even walking on the pier. This pier is for like if excursions come to pick you up, that's where they would actually go. Great beach, great snorkeling. There is a beach club that is next door over here, and because the water is clearer at El Cozumelino, a lot of them will come over for a few hours. That's usually for the cruise ships will go there. So when the cruise ships get ready to leave, it'll thin out. You got some hammocks here. See, this is part of that pool I was telling you about. They painted it this year. Looks really good. They have a little bridge. Let's see. So let's go right to left. Little kiddie pool. They have shade. It's always manicured. They have different showers for the sand, feet. This is one of the restaurants here. You want to go ahead and make reservations when you get here, because that's a reservation only restaurant. So here is dress code and things like that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So as you go into this restaurant, this is where they have a breakfast buffet, and then lunch and dinner. Lunch starts at 12 o'clock, and it is full menu. And there's also a few little things that you can get. Now, here's a couple of tips, okay? First thing I like to do is I like to get my towel card and get the towels just for even the showers. And that's any resort that I go to, because the beach towels, they're usually softer and a lot larger. So I get one and I just keep it in the room. Another one, I keep it on the beach. So there's partial, they always have drinks, cold drinks. There's partial buffet, but the rest is going to be on a menu. And when you go to order, there might be something that's not on the menu. So if you like a burger or grilled cheese or something like that, those probably won't be on the menu, but they still have them. Hey, how's it going, Carlos? Let's see. So they have this little screen door here because of the birds like to come in. So as you leave the restaurant, of course, here's another area you can eat at. This is the bar for drinks and things like that. Now at breakfast time, they have a lot of, or they have 9 different smoothies, breakfast smoothies. They are wonderful. They are awesome. And they also have a barcode for your menu if you want to have more menus. Now, as the season approaches, like right now, it's like a kind of slow, because all the cruise ships, most of them are headed to Alaska for the Alaskan cruises. Now, once they get full, they'll even have this area open as well. So now we're reaching the other pool. And as you can see, there's drinks. There's a lot of different water containers. Let's see, or dispensers. So as we walk out here, you do have a hot tub, and it's actually hot. It stays really nice. Here's a look of the thing. And as the season approaches, like I said, right now it's slow season, but this bar is open. It as the people get here, it's kind of slow right now, but that will be kind of busy. So as we get over here, I want to show you something that's really cool. So you have the hammocks, right? And you have different showers and places to wash your feet. On this pier here to the right of it, there are massive fish. There's so many fish, and they're so big. I've seen some barracuda, I've seen squid, I've seen sea turtle at that one. I love walking down the beach here. You can always go to the next resort, which is probably about, I'm gonna say half a mile, maybe a little further down. I'll show you what it looks like. Right here they have like cornhole and different things like that. Here's the dive shop. I'm going to show you some things that most people don't see. or get to see, realize what they're seeing. So here is the dive shop. So whatever you need, they will definitely take care of you. Here they have jet skis and all that good stuff. They're collecting conch shells. Put it here. But you can just keep walking down there. You can see a fisherman out there right now fishing. But yeah, I've seen all kind of aquatic life out here. Okay, I'm trying to make this quick, so you guys have to bear with me. There's another shower there. So this is a kid-friendly resort. As you can see right in here, this is, I don't know if it's open right now, but this is for the kids. So there's not any kids here right now at the resort, but this is an area just for the kids, which is awesome. So they can enjoy themselves. They have someone taking care of them. So you can go and do whatever it is you've got to do. Here's the activity board. It's posted right here where you go to get your towels. Let's see. Okay, before we go up there, I'll show you this. So let's say the first day you get sunburned and you still want to swim. Well, they have that taken care of too. So this is a pool. It's got a little waiting area there. The pool actually goes underneath. There's a little bridge, a little waterfall. So you take care of that. And if you need a massage, this is who you're going to come see. They're going to take care of you. Of course, you got restrooms throughout the entire place. They stay clean. So on the other side of the activity place, go upstairs. You've got a small gym, foosball. You've got ping pong tables. You got billiards. And what I like is this deck here. This is really nice. So you can actually come out here on the deck and lay out whatever. Look how clear the water is. So this is the resort in a nutshell. Absolutely beautiful. So I talked about the upgrades. So the rooms have been painted. The towels are softer. The sheets are soft, comfortable. You do have a blanket along with a foot blanket. We went to another one. Actually, it was a Grand Park, and they didn't even have a sheet. They had one sheet for the bed, the fitted sheet, and then they just had the comforter. And I was like, well, it's kind of hot. I don't really need a comforter. I just want to sleep with a sheet. But anyway, let's see. So, let's see. Yeah, as you can see, they've done a lot of painting, a lot of cleaning up. They've painted the pools. You can see that they've actually even painted the all the outside. It looks great. Absolutely great. We walk up these stairs and see, this is what I was talking about. The waterfall, it comes through here. It goes in that pool. It's cloudy right now because it rained a lot yesterday, but all the water is crystal clear around here. So let's say the kids still have more energy, right? Because remember, it's not inclusive. Just bring them over here. I don't know if you want to call this the kitty litter box or the playground, whatever you want to call it. You guys are still watching. Yeah, you can let them play in there, get tired. In the busy season, this stage, they'll have, they'll set up some movies, outdoor movies, things like that. Hopefully, December, I'm doing my comedy there. Let's see. So that's really about it. The elevators and everything are in there. Right there, that's the internal. Yeah, so the pool's pretty big. And yeah, Let's see. Okay, so right here, there's a couple of iguanas. There's a big one right over there. They stay here. They live underneath the balconies there. So that's that. One time we were here. We've been here about 20 times. One time they actually had bananas growing on those banana trees, which we thought were cool. Let's see. And you'll have some vendors sometimes come in here, try to sell you some things, but what I recommend, okay, when it comes to buying the souvenirs and things like that, some people may hate me for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. There's three big, more restrooms. There are three big stores. I can't say they're like grocery stores or Walmart. They're bigger than Walmart. They actually you can buy four-wheelers and motorcycles. You can buy everything up there. And one is called the Mega. Okay, I think that's the closest one to here. All these grocery stores and things like that, you can buy everything that they're selling and for much cheaper. Shirts and bags and all that other stuff. The only thing that you're not going to find at the stores are snow globes. As far as I know, there's 2 people on the island that sell snow globes. Now, if you want to stay in town and do the shopping downtown, you can either pay, $45 for 3 shirts, or you can take one of the small roads that go outside of town, and those souvenir shops are going to be much cheaper, because the one in town, that's where all of the cruise ships tourists buy, and they have to get in, buy it, and get back to their cruise ship. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive in town, and it's actually, sometimes it's cheaper to buy from the gift shop. So let's see. So we've made our rounds. It took us about 16 minutes. This is the restaurant where you have to make your reservations. So, but once again, if you are planning on going to take a trip to Cozumel, I'd highly recommend the El Cozumelino. One thing I would do, that whenever you fly into Cozumel, or Cozumel, that's my Texas accent, when you fly into Cozumel, instead of getting a cab at the airport, walk across the street. You will see Diego's Tacos. If you get a lemonade, it's going to be limeade, fresh squeeze, and some guacamole or tacos or whatever you want. It's so fresh. It's so amazing. So that's what we do. When we fly in, we go straight to Diego's, and we get the guacamole, a couple of tacos, and then we catch a taxi there. The reason why, when you catch a taxi at the airport, you're looking to pay sometimes $30 and up to $70 to get to your resort. If you go have some tacos, I think last time we went, we had 2 limeades, fresh squeezed, the guacamole, and we had shrimp tacos, and I think it might have been $15. And then we brought a taxi here to El Cozumelino, and this is like kind of far from town, and I think the taxi was, it was $15. So yeah, if you're going somewhere that's closer, you're looking about, $5 to $8. And that's about it. So this is the front of El Cozumelino, and but we definitely call it home. We love it. And like I said, if you guys plan a trip to El Cozumelino, let me know, because we're here a lot. We're actually moving here to Cozumel, and if you guys are on this channel, would love your comments, and love to meet you out here. So Anyway, I'm gonna get back inside, get some water. Talk to you soon. Enjoy.